wrestling room with all of their conditioning, every single thing they do. He won because he was able to keep going. He was very consistent in everything he was doing, and he wasn't getting sloppy.
Really impressive performance. Matthew Martino comes away with the 6-4 decision win over Briar Priest, and that puts the Tigers up 7-3 in the duel. So that moves us on to 149. We have Cade Brown for the Panthers and Eli Rivera for Princeton. Cade Brown, you see number next to his name, number 19 wrestler in the country at 149. And should mention, Katie, one thing you and I talked about before the duel tonight is that Eli Rivera is ranked at the 141 class. He is number 15 in the country at 141, but tonight he goes at 149.
Right, in dual settings like this, if you have a wrestler that's qualified for 2 different weight classes, you're going to try and level them out as equally as you can. So Princeton thought they had a strong enough wrestler to be able to go at 141, and obviously they did. And now they have another guy who is just as capable and is ranked at 141, and he's certified to go at 149, and it'll be a very good matchup.
So not too much action through the first couple of minutes here until Cade Brown takes a shot at the right leg of Rivera. Still clinging on. See what Cade Brown can do. 40 seconds remain in this first period. Rivera who ends up on top of Brown, and it's Rivera who's able to get the takedown. Keith Gavin has the challenge brick in his right hand, and member of his staff, Lou Roselli, is maybe encouraging him to toss it, and he does. Keith Gavin not agreeing with the ruling from the official, and that takedown from Rivera may not stand. They're going to have a look at it at the end of this first period. Katie, any idea maybe what Keith Gavin and Joe Dubuque are discussing here after the first period?
I'm assuming they're having some qualms about when he threw the challenge brick.
Yeah.
That was at the appropriate time, or if they're just not happy with his challenge at all, that it might not have been a takedown.
So officials going to have a look at it. I'll tell you what, Joe Dubuque, for a guy that's short in stature, he has a lot of energy.
He does, Jason. We found some of those beautiful edits of him before this match began, and he's 100% all in for his team. He's putting his heart and his soul onto the mat every time his guys go out there.
It's interesting seeing the different coaching styles you get in college wrestling. All different types of guys have different ways of motivating their team, and they all do it efficiently but in different ways. And he has now wandered over towards the bike. You can see him at the top of your screen there, closer to the left side. He is talking to another member of his wrestling team that perhaps is getting ready to go at 157. Can't quite tell who he's talking to, but he is just bouncing back and forth among his wrestlers, trying to get them motivated for the rest of this duel. And have to imagine, Katie, he's got some extra energy and enthusiasm because Princeton is up 7-3.
Yeah, now he's going to have even more energy. The call is upheld, and it is considered a takedown for Ethan Rivera. Eli Rivera, excuse me.
Already saw Ethan Rivera earlier at 33. So Panthers get the escape there from Brown, 3-1. Brown taking a shot there. Impressive stuff from Princeton. This is now back-to-back matches where they've had an unranked guy very competitive with an opposing ranked Panther wrestler. So Matthew Martino just got the upset at 141 over number 32, Briar Priest. And now Eli Rivera, more than holding his own against Cade Brown, who comes in at number 19 in the country at the 49 class. Stalemate here. And again, this is Eli Rivera, who is ranked in the 141 class. And maybe not with quite as much experience wrestling at 149, but that's what he's been tasked with here. Now Rivera, single leg shot there, right leg of Brown. Trying to see if he can make something happen the remaining 14 seconds in this second period. And a nice move there. Cade Brown in the closing seconds of the second period gets a big takedown to put him up 4-3.
That was such in Cade Brown's style, too. And let us not forget, Cade Brown won the U20 Canadian National Championship over the summer. So he's been in the room as well. And last season, during his redshirt season, he finished 11-3 with all losses coming against ranked opponents.
What do you think was so effective about the way he was able to get that takedown in the closing seconds of the period?
I think Rivera had his guard down a little bit. You see 3 seconds on the clock. Typically, there's a mutual agreement that that's all you're going to get. But he saw his opportunity, he took the shot, and he got awarded.
Well, it's one of those unspoken things, right? You sometimes can look at your opponent and sense if they're going to let the time tick down and close out the period, but you said it. Cade Brown maybe catching him off guard there. He was not done in the second, goes in and gets that final takedown to close the period and gets that 4-3 lead. And so now it's Rivera who faces a deficit with under 90 seconds to go. Eli Rivera, NCAA qualifier a season ago, was all Ivy League honorable mention. He was able to pick up some wins against some ranked opponents as well. That's what he's trying to get right here.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Down under a minute now. Brown trying to maintain the lead. And Keith Gavin liking what he's seeing from his redshirt freshman wrestler at 149, Cade Brown. Guy who has a very bright future for the Pitt Panthers. Cade Brown getting the start here, number 19 in the country, just in his second year of college wrestling. But what can Rivera do with 30 seconds to go? He has evened it up with the escape. It's 4-4. Shot taken by Rivera. Cade Brown responds. Back and forth here. Rivera taking some chances. And it was Brown who got the takedown in the closing seconds of the second period. But this time, we head to overtime. 4-4 tie after 3 periods. So we have a 2-minute overtime period here. That's a rule change that happened a few years ago. Extended the length of this first set victory period from 1 minute to 2. And if we're still tied at the end of this 2-minute period, we'll go to 2 30-second tiebreaker periods. Another really good match here at the Fieldhouse. We've seen a couple of them tonight. This one, Eli Rivera and K. Brown. Rivera takes his shot. K. Brown now has a hold of him. Brown does get the takedown and the win. K. Brown, strategic in his approach, patient, and strikes at the perfect time to earn the sudden victory win over Eli Rivera, and suddenly the momentum is back on the Panthers' side.
That was a great match, perfectly weighted, and honestly...